This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2002 Ford F350 crew cab long bed, dual rear wheel. It's a 7.3 turbo diesel, it's four-wheel drive, and it's a Lariat, which is leather. It has 170,582 miles. It was a theft recovery that we purchased. This is kind of a weird deal. We own this truck at 155,000 miles. We sold it to a guy in New Mexico. He put 15,000 miles on it, drove it to California, and traded it in at a dealership in California. We didn't even know, I didn't know when I bought this car that I had owned this car before. Bought it, brought it into our inventory, the computer went crazy, and it was our truck. So we knew it. They sold it as mechanical problems, but it ran and drove. We brought it in, some knucklehead put some sort of some sort of a seal for a hole in a radiator in it. So all we had to do was put a new aluminum radiator and a new coolant bottle in it. We ran it up and down the freeway, let it run forever. It runs great. I mean, so I would say that his mechanic gave him some very poor advice. But we owned this truck before, so we know that this was a theft recovery at 155,000 miles. And then he traded it in at a dealership in California, in Fresno, at 170. And I didn't know that when I bought it. So it's kind of random that all the cars in the world, I'd buy this one back. Anyway, my guys give me this note. They say it runs great. We did give it two new front tires, a new aluminum radiator, coolant reservoirs new, power steering, high pressure lines, they were leaking, sway bar links, and you'll see in the before pictures, you'll see what it looked like before we got it out of Fresno. He put some crazy stupid exhaust in the bed, and that had to go. So that went away, and we replaced it with a new muffler and some new piping and whatever. Now when we bought it, we looked at the ad that we ran the first time we sold it at 155, and of course it matched exactly what we're seeing here. They had driven it through a chain link fence, and I'll show you that. There's the brand new tires. Got a couple dings. Cosmetically, it's, you know, it's got some stuff going on. This is more of the side. See how these have been touched up here? That's what happens when you drive a vehicle, when you steal it through a chain link fence. You get this, and there's some on the roof there too. Obviously we're not selling this because it's, you know, it's a beautiful truck, and we're not going to spend $1,500 to $2,000 painting it. It's a 7.3, it runs great. Doesn't need anything mechanically today. But it's not very attractive, kind of like me. It's not ugly, but it's not beautiful either. Little things like this. And if you want a show truck, this is not it. That's what I'm getting at. Got a beautiful set of tires. These tires were on it, so I mean, somebody spent some money on the rear tires before they traded it in, which is kind of interesting that you would do that. The whole thing is, I just suspect, we tried to get in touch with him, and we just don't have his phone number anymore. I guess we could email him. I guess that would be my next trick here. But I'm pretty sure that somebody tried to sell him on a lot of money and work on a truck that needed a radiator. This is kind of ugly too. It's got the typical broken wheel well cover. But we matched it up with the pictures of the truck when we sold it at 155, and it looks exactly the same, including that. The only difference is that stupid exhaust he had in. That's where it came out. We put a patch over the hole, covered it up. That was ridiculous. It's got a couple dings here. Like I said, if you're after cosmetics, this is not your truck. If you're after a 7.3 that can pull a lot, then this is your truck. Well, 170,594 miles. I'm gonna open the hood. We're gonna look for blow-by, take off the oil cap. We're also gonna look for Ford stamps on the fenders where they belong. You can see you got a new coolant bottle here. That's beautiful. No blow-by at all. There's your Ford stamp there. Another Ford stamp there. All that indicates that it's original parts on the front end, which means it wasn't ever wrecked in the front end. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. Aftermarket airbox. Here's your window. It's your passenger rear door. That'd be the radio working, right? Back seat looks great. The interior on this truck looks really good. All right, seat forward, seat back, seat up, seat bent down. All right, tilt down, tilt up, tilt up, tilt down. Let me turn this thing down here on. Let's see. Is that it? Oh shoot. I don't know how to do it. There it is. Volume. I don't know how to work that thing. Huh. I'll have to play with that in a second. Bunch of plastics and stuff for it. I don't know what they're all for, but they look brand new. So I'll leave them there. It's not a bad looking truck. I probably shouldn't be so harsh, but I just want to make sure that people aren't relying on looks on this truck, because it's got quite a few nicks and dings and scrapes and stuff. Alright. Window, window, window. Let's see. Window. There we go. Alright. Mirrors out, in, down, up. Let's see. Out, in, up, down. Seat forward, back, up, down, tilt up, tilt down, tilt up, tilt down. All right. This is for something that probably stole off the truck before we bought it the first time. I have no idea what that's for. There's probably lights on the bumper. There's your tilt wheel. All right, let's see. How in the heck do I do this? I'm not really sure how I do this. Let's see. There we go. There it is. Ah! Not sure if I'm doing the right thing or not. Ah! There we go. Aha. There you go. So I just muted it. So there's your CD player. Overhead cluster, of course, doesn't work. These little displays are $29 on eBay. Buy about 7 of them because they go out. And that's why we don't replace them, because they'll go out like so soon that you swear you never even put a mile on them before they go out. So we don't replace them. They're a pain in the ass. Overdrive off and on. Turn on some air here. Alrighty then. That feels better. Alright, there's the air. Turn that down a little bit so you can hear me. Put it neutral. Let's go to 4 low. Alright, we are now in 4 low. Drive. That's a beast. That's definitely 4 low. And reverse in 4 low. Wow. That's 4 low. Move the neighborhood like that. Now to 4 high. Drive. There we go. Yeah, we can go a little faster. Drive when you're 4 high. And reverse in 4 high. Alright. And neutral. 2-wheel. Let's go for a ride. Alright. Let's see. This truck's on a salvage title. If you want to drive it home, we have to take it to the police, and they do what's called a level 3 inspection, and then we can get you what's called a restored salvage title. Then we can issue you plates, which obviously you need to drive home with, and you can get insurance. You can get neither on the salvage title. So if you're going to come here to drive it home, we have to take it to the cops to get the restored salvage title. We charge $200 to do that before you get here. Then there's a $250 dock fee, and there's taxes, of course. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 5%, you'll pay 7%. Very simple math. If you come here to drive it home, you will pay your state tax rate plus 2% city tax rate here, plus a $250 dock fee, plus $200 to restore the title. All right? If you pay by wire and ship, all you're obligated to pay is the agreed upon price, and that's it, unless you want us to restore the title before it ships out. If you do, just click the box that says restore the title, and we'll do that. That'll add $200 to the price, and we'll get it done for you before it ships out. If you're shipping, once we receive the wire, we will fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We will notarize it, sign it off to you, and mail it to you. We'll scan in the title. We'll scan in the envelope that we mail it in. Everything that we have, paperwork-wise, everything that we know about the vehicle, we share. The purpose of these videos is not to fool you. It's to find the right person for the vehicle. If we do this correctly, everyone's happy. If we screw around, nobody's happy, and that's why everyone's been happy for a long time. Deposit's $500. Once we have your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know that you know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. It is a 7.3 Lariat crew cab dually. It will not last forever. The last we sold 2 7.3s today, and they were online. One didn't even make it online. The neighbor saw it and bought it before it made it online. The other one was on for 2 days. Just sold to a guy in the Navy in San Diego. He just picked it up in person and is in love. So it doesn't take long. So if you're gonna go through the looking at all the pictures and thinking about it and all that stuff, have your credit card ready in case you actually want to buy it, because other people are doing the same thing at the same time. Warranty speech. This is a 170,000 mile, 15-year-old truck. There is no warranty. Ford bailed on it many years and many miles ago because they didn't know what would happen to it after that many miles or years. We do not know more than the people who built it. We are experts on 7.3s. Holmes Tuttle Ford will routinely call us and ask us questions about diesel Fords. Okay, and they're the dealer. But that being said, we don't know that this truck is going to make it to the turn when I turn in. I don't know. It might not make another 100 yards. I don't know. We don't bullshit people. All right. This is a used vehicle. It is going to break. It could break the second you get it. I don't know. But we do know one thing. If it breaks the day you get it, you're fixing it. We are not writing you a check to fix anything. If that doesn't work for you, that's fine. It doesn't hurt our feelings. But you should go shop somewhere else, because not one of these vehicles will be sold in a manner stating that there's a perfect car. There's no such thing as a perfect car, okay? And this is definitely not one of them. So please just know what you're buying. Realize that we're looking for big boys and girls who know they're saving money because of the title, who know they're buying a 7.3, who know what they're buying, etc., etc., etc. Okay? I think that's about it. This is a nice truck. This thing runs great. Anyway, and the air's blowing ice cold, which is appreciated because it's still hot in Tucson. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.